Idaho Falls Pediatrics, proudly supporting kids in our community, and 7 Questions with Emmy.
Hey guys, welcome back to 7 Questions with Emmy. Today I'm here in Rexburg, Idaho at Florence's Chocolates, interviewing Michelle, the owner of Florence's. I'm so excited to be talking with you today, Michelle.
Well, thanks, Emmy. I'm glad to have you at my store. It's been fun to visit with you and get to know you a little better.
Let's get started at the questions.
Okay.
Question number 1. Who is Florence and where did the logo idea come from?
Well, Florence was my mother-in-law. And so she started when she was a young girl, and she made chocolates with her mom. So her mom taught her all these different recipes and things. And as she grew up and became an adult, she would make them for friends and family. So her neighbors all got treats at Christmas and for their birthdays and things. And so she just always had a love for making chocolates. The signature up there is actually Florence's actual signature. She had beautiful penmanship. And so we were able to have them duplicate her signature. So it's on all of our signs, all of the boxes and everything is her actual signature.
Question number 2. What's your favorite chocolate, and do you ever get tired of eating it?
My favorite chocolate is probably Coconut Supreme. So it has an almond on the inside, and then it's wrapped in coconut dough, and then dipped in chocolate. But I don't get tired of them because I can always change different flavors. So sometimes it's peanut butter, sometimes it's one of the caramel products and things.
Yeah.
So that's a plus side and a downside of owning a candy store, because you never get tired of it. You just keep changing flavors out.
On average, how many chocolates do you sell in a week?
We probably sell around about 200 pounds a week during a normal season, but at the holidays it's hard to count because we are just making them as fast as we can, and they're just getting sold as quickly as we can get them out the door. So,
did you ever think growing up that you'd be working in a candy shop?
I never did. I never even thought about it. So until I met my husband Brian, I just thought it would a fun place to go visit and just get a treat when we were on vacation or something somewhere. I had no idea I'd own one day. So it's been pretty fun.
What's the hardest part about making chocolate?
With chocolate, it's so temperamental because you have to have the temper just right. So if I'm hand dipping a tray and I've worked for an hour getting a tray and they all look beautiful, if I come back in an hour or two and they're all turning white, or it's called marbling or feathering, it means that I didn't get the temperature of the chocolate correctly and I have ruined a whole tray. So then they all go into seconds, and that's probably the hardest part, besides just the long hours at Christmas and things like that. So,
which item is the most popular?
Probably haystack, caramel, sea salt caramel. The peanut butter is becoming very favorite right now, a lot of people. And some people are cherry cordials are a favorite too.
Can you share something you've learned owning a small business?
Probably the thing that I learned the most is that you just have to take ownership for your job. So whether you're the owner of the business or you're an employee doing maybe wrapping boxes or filling boxes or whatever job you might have, if you just anticipate what your job needs to be and you do the best you can, then everything runs really smoothly. And you also have to learn to work really, really hard whether you want to or not.
Okay,
so
we have an extra bonus question.
Okay, great. What's your bonus question?
So what's the furthest place you've ever shipped chocolates to?
I know we've sent them to Japan, and for a couple of people over in Europe. We've sent some as far as, I think, New Zealand once. So a lot of it is shipped for those that are serving in our military, and for the LDS Church, they send a lot to missionaries. So they go all over the world. So that's fun to see when you get orders coming in where they're being shipped, and that's kind of fun to see where they're ending up.
Thank you so much for talking with me today,
So it's been
Michelle.
fun. Thank you so much for coming to my store. It's nice to meet you. Wonderful employees here that work. So we have Hannah and Emma, and right now they're making cherry cordials for me. So they take a whole maraschino cherry and then they roll it in the cherry fondant that we've already made, and it's in that bag. And as you can see, they have to have it pretty thin, so by the time that I get it and I put chocolate on it, we have it the right size so it'll fit in our box.
That's cool.
So that's what they're doing. In the corner, Bailey is working on some fondant for us that we'll be using next week.
Their arms
She's our
probably
cook.
get tired.
Yes, their hands get tired. That is true. All of our creams, everything is hand rolled in this kitchen. This is what they've rolled in the kitchen. And now we'll put them on, and they're coming through this roller. So this is cold underneath, and she's putting a first coat of chocolate on them.
Is it cold
So that helps
so
it.
it doesn't melt?
Yeah, so it makes it really hard. It comes through this little curtain in here, and you can see chocolates underneath it. There's chocolate over there if you get on your tiptoes. It comes through here, and if you look in this window,
Miss Mandy. How are you doing this morning?
this is my husband Brian.
Hi, Ryan.
It's nice to meet you.
You
You're
too.
the sprinkler, huh? I'm the sprinkler
Today.
Where
Yes.
are the chocolates going?
So this is like a big cooling tunnel, and it's air conditioned. So all of this, all the way down here is air conditioned. And then by the time it gets down to Aaliyah, the chocolate's all hard on them, and they're ready to be boxed. And she's doing quality control. She's making sure there's no goofs, bloopers, that there's not holes, and that the chocolate is dried. And she has to work super fast, or else the chocolates fall. And then she yells for help when we come and run down and help her. She's doing multiple things all at once.
Does it ever go too fast?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it does.
There's
It's
a
really hard
chocolate
to
on
get
the
caught up without yelling for help.
Does that look good?
Great. You're hired.
Do you aim to have a certain amount on each, or?
Nope, it's kind of
Oopsies.
just,
Like
we
that?
just, as long
Got
as
a
it's not
little-
too much. Okay, you got another one coming. Oh, you're doing so good.
That's a lot of them.
We'll finish those ones off. Awesome. See, I went to college to do this. You don't even have to go to college.
Now we bring them to her, and she starts putting them in our boxes, and she's getting ready for Christmas. So they're all going in red boxes right now. So she usually has a little assistant there to help her, but Molly's on her own today. So she has to work really fast. So all of this side is all of our caramel and clusters. If you don't like that kind of stuff, down here is all of our creams, and they're alphabetized.
Idaho Falls Pediatrics, proudly supporting kids in our community and 7 questions with Emmy.